I'm Steelo Free. This is
Dot 420, whatever you want to call me. At the time, you weren't thinking about it as like an AI tool, you know, and how advanced it can be.
we're gonna put in this guy basically, and we're gonna make it seem as if he's really worried about free speech.
I mean, but then again, what is he doing? He just got the Neuralink fucking patch. Right? He's already fucking digging in with it. Like, he's already playing with it.
Imagine having to resist arrest from a robot or run from a robot, bro.
I mean,
that's like running from a car, bro. And we're live. Welcome back. Outside Minds Podcast, episode 8. They say most podcasts that get started don't go past episode 10. How do you feel? We got 2 more to go. And we're going to be further than most podcasts.
Oh, yeah. They don't have dedication. They're lazy. It's usually what happens, you know?
Not with us shooting in the gym.
Yeah. They don't work on weekends.
Audio production, visual production. We doing it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, guys. I want to give a shout out to my coworker, Jasper, my coworker, Mike. For this episode, if you guys want to come back for it, well, we're going to send out a message before it comes out. Watch, what's that movie called?
What? The one we just watched? Late Night with the Devil.
Night with the Devil. What?
Oh, man.
Actual, what? I can't curse.
Blew
right now
my mind.
YouTube. At least not in the first 15 minutes. But it was amazing. That was a crazy movie directed by
the Caines brothers,
I think it's
Caines, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so this film is basically, it takes place in the 70s.
79, I believe it was. 79.
And the basic format of it is you're watching the last episode of a late night show with it cutting in and out of backstage footage, raw footage.
It's actually 77, but yeah, it was backstage raw footage with the actual late night footage.
Yeah. Yeah, so man, it was crazy. What'd you think about it off top?
I thought it was great. It was like, it seemed like very simple, right? Because it was of the 70s, like a time period piece or whatever, right? Everything took place in the 70s. So they did very well with replicating everything, how it was shot down to the clothes and everything. The whole vibes was perfect.
It was shot on film, right?
Yeah, it was
at
actually.
least had the film effect.
The film effect,
I can't tell myself personally.
Yeah. I mean, they were going out of the box to widescreen, you know, so like I said, I don't know about the color, but they did bring that up early in the game of video, so
yeah,
it could have just been a old school overlay over a brand new camera. You know what I mean?
I did like about the film is it went from being just not just a regular film, but it just gets more and more crazy, like
more intense as it goes. Yeah,
and it gets like mind bending.
Yes.
Like we gotta what I want to talk about right now, we'll talk about later, but let's see what's in my notes right now. Okay, what do you give it out of 10?
Overall, like a 7.9 for a short film.
7.9, bro? I give it at least a strong 8.5. Yeah.
All right.
It had a good storyline.
It was great.
Good acting.
It was great.
It's a period piece in the 70s that like it believed you. It brought you in. The editing and
everything was on point, especially with one of the directors being the editor and everything. Like, it seemed like even though some of the visual effects would be kind of cheesy, but you gotta also recognize it is a period piece to where that kind of stuff would kind of
you into
cheesy.
the 70s.
It pulls you into that. Yeah.
So for all the conspiracy heads out there,
wink.
Well, spoiler alert first. If you haven't watched the movie yet,
pause.
We're gonna have
listen.
spoilers
Watch
now. So watch it, and it's a good movie. It's like an hour and a half or something like
90
that.
minutes, yes.
Bohemian Grove.
Yes, that's exactly
Do
what it was.
Do you guys know about Bohemian Grove? So we have the owl symbolism in there, and then it explains this guy that is, he's not quite the top late night show host, but he wants to be. But he wants
to be that guy.
He's still part of Hollywood.
Yes.
So he's part of the What do they call it? They called it something. They called it the Grove. They just called it the Grove.
The Grove. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
instead of Bohemian Grove in the Redwoods of California.
In the Redwoods of California,
and they got
Northern California.
The big owl statue.
Big
I wonder what this is inspired by.
Big ol' owl.
You know, does art imitate life or does life imitate art?
Both.
Yeah, it goes both ways. It goes both ways, brother. Anyways, long story short, he's basically part of this cult, and that plays later on into the movie. So there's a few references to like occultism, and they go into it with this cult, the cult of the Church of Abraxas. Oh,
yes,
that was crazy, bro.
We were like, hold on, Abraxas, like
Did you
chicken
pull that
snake
up? Pull that
god?
up, bro. Pull that up, bro. So the Church of Abraxas, it's like this satanic cult, and they're into like summoning demons, I think, through human sacrifice and stuff like that.
Bro, they were cutting their own hands and rubbing it all over crazy with each other, doing
yes,
rituals.
Bro. So I guess the house burned down, and then they got the girl from it. This lady got the girl from the house. There was
so it was led by Diabo. So it ends in a siege and a fire demise
like
for
Waco,
most of
almost.
its adherents. Yeah. It's they fucking worshipped entities included Satan and anything else that was Christian but backwards.
So the guy's in this cult. He brings on this guest that has this girl that escaped from this cult. The house burned down. She was the only survivor. And then it just starts to get crazy after that. And just if you're into like conspiracies and stuff like that, like it's going to be good for you to watch.
It's all your little
little
niches and stuff.
So the crazy thing was that every time something supernatural was about to happen, electronic disruptions.
Yes.
That
Little
shit was
static,
crazy.
little, stuff in the lights or something. Lights would pop, it'd be everyone on the cameras telling the directors like, yo, I see someone they're like, I don't see nothing. What are you talking about? They're trying to warn them even before it gets crazy.
Yeah. And he has 4 guests. He has this one magician or this one medium, a magician, and then he has a lady who brings on the girl from the cult in the house. And the crazy thing was when she was saying, because basically she puts into her trance and then she communicates with the demon that lives in the girl. And the girl says, the guy asks her, do you remember anything while that's going on? She goes, it's like I'm asleep
It's like I'm asleep and awake at the same
Which
time.
Which goes back to when we were fucking talking about lucid dreaming and all that.
Yes.
So that's crazy. So there's a little bit of like mysticism in there, higher dimensions, higher consciousness, and that kind of talk in there. So that's right up our alley, which is why I feel like it was a good thing for us to talk about. And yeah, bro, what did you think of all that?
I thought, when they did the spoiler, the hypnosis, right, on the whole crowd and everything, right? Did you not feel like kind of involved?
Yeah, I did,
like,
bro. I did.
Like, even though
I was almost like, I don't know if I should be watching.
It's like, but I'm gonna give it.
Right now.
It's just like, bro, we both were like, what the fuck, at certain
it's crazy
points.
because the film tricks you into thinking you got hypnotized too, because all this stuff happens with all the worm. Like, it looks like it gets to a point where basically a guy hypnotizes the whole audience, and then you, as the audience in the film, hallucinate something.
It's
and
like
then
you're at home watching it.
And then when he rolls the tape back, it's like totally different. So he's just like, yeah, I just hypnotized you. So that was a super crazy part of the movie.
Oh, real quick, what were the last words of the movie?
The last words of the movie. Abracadabra?
Turn off this thing if you want to.
Oh, shit. Yeah. So it was almost like a message.
Yeah.
It was almost like a message. Like, you guys are being hypnotized. Stop watching media. Stop watching
the
movies.
TV. Stop watching this. You're being hypnotized. That was the last thing said.
The crazy thing was the hypnosis part. I want to go back to the cult, though, because it reminded me of Aleister Crowley.
Yes.
You know
Real
what I mean?
big occultist of the early times, most wicked man in the world.
Yeah. And I remember, I forgot who it was. It might have been either Absol or someone who was around him or something like that.
Absol.
But they were saying like, I saw some unexplainable shit in the studio.
Well,
basically.
Absol's whole album was based off of Aleister Crowley's Dilemma.
Oh,
the whole
really?
album was based off of
Which album?
What is it called? Let me see.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
'Cause that's basically black magic.
Bro, yeah, it's these days.
Shout out Absol.
Yeah, these days and think, yeah, these days.
Gonna have to get that. A
Oh,
listen.
do what thou wilt.
Oh, that's his famous. Yeah, that's his famous
That's
quote.
his quote. Yeah. So do what thou wilt. Yeah. And Huey knew. So he's got all these little songs, Evil Genius, and The Law with Mac Miller.
What I was tripping out on was that he was the hypnotist was saying that the girl was playing a trick on everyone else. He was saying that she's hypnotizing everyone. So you get a sense that the movie is insinuating that not only hypnotism is real, but channeling and possession of demonic experience is real as well.
And it's also kind of in the same realm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're playing with
Yeah.
things that aren't really.
Yeah, and the crazy
there.
thing was one might have an understanding of one branch, and then someone else has an understanding of another branch, and they could still be ignorant to themselves.
Thinking
and
it's
shit.
totally
like,
different.
Like, oh, your shit's bullshit.
Bullshit,
Like, because
mine's
this is what
real.
I do. You know what I mean? And in the end, like, you see the guys like fucking finally
Fucking
praying to
for
God.
like,
and shit.
hey,
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God,
Anything
bro.
that could save me, I
That
doubted you.
shit was crazy.
Wild. That
Yeah.
ending, bro. She fucking destroyed everybody.
I felt-
Everybody
I
got
felt like it
except
was-
for the host. Right?
What do you mean?
He's the only one that didn't die in the end.
Oh yeah, because we found out.
He fucking.
So bring it back to the cold thing. Hold on,
Yep.
give me 1 second.
Yep.
I gotta make sure that this is going. Change this. So it goes on to basically in the end, spoiler alert, fucking everyone's hypnotized. You go through this whole fucking trip. It looks like a fucking some kind of trip and shit. And then
It's like
he
an
ends
acid
up
trip.
seeing his the wife.
Yes.
And then you end up figuring out what the demon was talking about, that he sacrificed.
That
her.
was the whole thing of the story. And
I don't know
we
why he didn't understand it, and he was just playing dumb. Like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. But
It's because
fucking tall trees and
he
shit.
knew, he didn't
He
want.
was just trying to save the show, huh?
Well, I think he sacrificed her to get the little bit of fame at the beginning, but then they were like, that only lasts so long, Now you got to do something even more. And then even at the end, what'd they say? His biggest sacrifice is yet to come.
Oh yeah.
So that wasn't even the beginning, of
Yeah.
sacrifices. So that
Yeah,
could have been
that's
his,
crazy.
because they were saying a young lady that got lung cancer who doesn't smoke. And he was a regular member of that crew up north, and he was gone for a month before he came back.
Yeah.
So they could have sacrificed on all that stuff.
Yeah, it was very Black Mirror-esque.
Yeah, for sure. And
You know
I
what
think
I mean?
with the little bit of knowledge from the occult stuff, it makes it that much better.
Yeah. Especially if you've been researching that stuff.
Yes.
So the owl symbolism. What do you think about that? Did you look that up?
Oh, I'm sure it's a nod to the real, the real hour of Minerva. What is it, Minerva?
Owl esoteric symbolism. What is the meaning of a owl as a secret society symbol? Wisdom and knowledge, silence and stealth, protection,
Minerva.
initiation and transformation.
That was the same logo, bro.
Owl of Athena.
The Minerva.
Okay. Owl of Minerva. Was the owl of Minerva symbolized? Because of the association, often referred to as the Owl of Athena or the Owl of Minerva, has been used as a symbol of knowledge, wisdom, I don't know that word, and erudition through the ancient world. Through the Western world.
To the Western world.
Yeah. That's
So
crazy,
that's like
bro.
the New Age occult stuff.
Yeah.
That's why they use
Yeah.
the owl. So that's their
so this movie's
representation of
basically
knowledge.
telling you that they're fucking around with magic and they're doing all
In the
kinds of weird
woods.
shit in the woods. And the general public is going to think, oh, this is just movie stuff. This is just conspiracy theory stuff getting thrown in the film. When we know this is just the truth being revealed to us.
They've been
like,
talking
layers.
about this
You know what I
forever.
mean?
This ain't this. This is, if you've listened to any podcast that we listen to, you've heard this story 100 times. You know what I mean?
Dude, that ending felt like it was hallucinogenic.
Bro, we both looked at each other like, what the fuck just happened, bro? Like a good 10 minutes, we were just like,
I got to
What
give it
the
up to whoever edited it.
bro, that was one of the brothers who directed it.
So who was it again? The Karen brothers?
uh,
So the writing, the acting,
man.
the editing, the special effects, everything was on point for me. I'm gonna give this movie a 9.5 out of 10.
All right,
I'm gonna raise it up from 8.5 to 9.5.
I'll change mine to an 8.5.
Because it wasn't even...
the Cairns brothers, Cairns. So Cameron and Colin Cairns. I think it's Cairns. There's an R in there. Cairns.
So you think that shit really goes down in Hollywood, huh?
Yeah, for sure. At some level, I mean, at some point, there's gotta be some weird shit, bro. It's you've heard too many stories.
Them Diddy parties, man.
Bro, it's all coming out. I mean, all these occults are real. It's all documented. It's happened, bro. The cult of Abraxas. How many times have we heard of Abraxas before this movie?
Yeah.
The chicken snake goddess, Sam says, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and they're just putting it right in front of our face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you know any bit of occultism, it's cult symbolism, you can be like, okay, that's going there. And what about that little fact it said about the magician?
Oh, that it was based on a real
dude? Yeah. The Carmichael character, very clearly based on, and including physically, they said, on the real life James Randi. So, I've never heard of Randy before. Maybe I have, but, the Grove was inspired the real life Bohemian Grove located at 20601 Bohemian Avenue in Monte Rio, California.
Oh, so it is in California.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was on an island.
No, Northern California. Bohemian Grove is up
so it's in the Redwoods.
Yeah, that's what he said. The Redwoods. Yeah.
Wow.
And,
Facts.
So the Grove's rituals, which have been described as falling between occult and kitsch, including frequent images of owls.
There it is.
It's all there. Oh, so in 2024 interview, the Movable Fest, Colin Cairns explained the reason the film is set in 1977. The film had to happen on a Monday night for the sweeps week, so the stakes are high, and this is just the beginning of the week. That's gonna make or break Jack Dorsey's career, right? It just so happened that 1977 was the only year in the 70s where Halloween fell on a Monday night. So we thought 77, that's pretty much, you're right, in the thick of it, so that worked for us. And also, 77 is also, cult numbers and stuff like that. Yeah. So it all added up to that. But yeah, nothing was done on accident.
Yeah, it was crazy when he was basically at the end, when everything is crazy is happening in the studio, everything gets replayed for you in this crazy hallucinogenic collage of events that kind of explains everything, and then there's this moment where you see the eyes wide shut masks.
Oh yes,
the masks,
they all pull out the masks,
and they're in these robes and shit.
They grab them,
and then you start to figure out what they mean by the tall trees, and that just clicked for me. The tall trees, the redwoods.
Tall trees is the redwoods. That's what they said in California, the redwoods.
Yeah, so when the girl is
she's laying in the bed, right?
She's talking. The demon's talking through her.
That girl. Okay,
she's starting to say something about the tall trees. Or was that the first guy?
No, that was her. That was when she first got possessed. But towards the end of her possession, she started to sound like his wife, the girl who had cancer. And then he noticed that. And that's when he told his producer or whatever, like, "Hey, I could have sworn I heard." What was her name? Carrie or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could have sworn I heard her voice. No, you're tripping. You know, first you said but it's like, bro, you did hear her voice because she was there.
Movie, bro.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was a good one.
It was good. And it's quick.
And it wasn't scary, freaked me out. It was mind bending.
No, that's why
it was like a thriller.
When I was obviously it was my first time watching it, but like I said, I heard about it, right? So my neighbor right now, when I was leaving, I told him what I was gonna go do, and he was like, "Is that a horror movie?" And I go, "I don't know, I don't think so, but
it might be horror. I don't know.
I don't know.
We're thinking about it. It might be a thriller.
She's a whore." But I don't know, bro. It was more like mind bending, fucking the psychedelic type. It's more in the head, thinking. It was the gory parts, right? It had blood and breaking necks and stuff, right?
Oh, that part was crazy.
You did not unprecedented, bro. You did not see that happening to that
bro.
dude.
Yeah, bro.
She said, "What?"
Damn. Yeah, so that goes to show you that there's just people in Hollywood that will tinker with when the motherfucking dark arts and all that shit.
The story about them using AI in the film for their images, something about adding it, and they only added it so it could be like a ritual, like to use AI in your body of work. And yeah, and that's why they said it did like so many sales the first week, 666,000 or 666,000, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, this is that movie.
This is that movie, yes. And it dropped on a Monday, so the first week was a Sunday. 7 days, bro. 7 days. First week was a Sunday. So that's why they said on the Lord's Day it dropped at 666,000. Yeah, or whatever, 66,000. Whatever the numbers were. You have to go verify that again, but
yeah,
it's nutty, and all the, like, they planned it on a Monday in 77 because it was only, you know, and they really dropped it on a Monday, like in real life too, you know, so it could be 7 days for the first week out. It's crazy.
Damn, bro. And then after the feeling you get after watching it, you're just like, what just happened to me?
Yeah, we're like, what the fuck just...
Hold on. It's like after you take like some shrooms or something, I just have to process what happened right now and think about it.
It's a mind
fuck. Can we
fuck.
talk about this right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the way it's played, like, they kind of, in the beginning, it's just a voiceover, right? The dude is announcing what's about to happen and why
it's almost like a documentary.
It's like it's 100% a mockumentary type shit, right? Mm-hmm. And they say they found the footage and all that stuff, but in the beginning they actually showed it looked like real footage of people in the redwoods, like real old school. That's why I was like, yeah, you could probably run that back. Yeah, so it was something crazy in the beginning, bro, that had to do with all that occult stuff. Everything was in pictures.
We gotta watch it back.
Was in pictures.
Oh.
Like they had real...
I bet you if we watch it back, we'll catch like 2, 3.
Oh, we're gonna catch way more things because it was already quick as it is, and I barely caught a couple things.
You know what was crazy? When the girl was just looking at the cameras.
Bro, we both were like...
Which camera do I look at now, Jack?
Yeah, bro. She had that dead stare, like...
You might have to put that screenshot on the screen, bro.
She's like...
Yeah, and her face was like a callback to the exorcism,
yeah,
bro.
When she
looked just like the exorcism, bro.
Up, all
she was,
crazy.
Yeah,
when she was like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy bitch, bro. Damn. Crazy bitch. That was a great movie. I, like I said, I don't think those brothers did crazy big things. At least not together. But that movie was
okay. So
really
let me paint something down for you, bro.
Yeah,
you got this video business, right? And then you're doing music videos, you're doing all kinds of shit, you're doing documentaries, you're doing social media packages. You're the shit. You're doing exactly what you need to do. You're making money, but you're on the cusp of just hitting that next level. Someone hits you up. Bro, I want you to join my Fortune 500 company, bro. We're going to pay you fucking $5.5 million a year. All you got to do is, produce, X amount of videos every month for the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Come meet me. Come negotiate the contract. You go up to LA, you go up to some penthouse suite, and then you walk into this dark room and it's just lit up by candles with guys with robes everywhere. And there's a fucking little baby right there on the fucking thing. And you have to fucking take a knife and, well, not you. You have to watch it. You have to watch a baby get sacrificed and have a ritual done to you. What do you do? Because you've already seen too much, bro.
I'm going to have to
watch.
fight for
your life? You going to watch it?
I mean, if
you become part of the ritual?
No. I mean, I guess I would at that point, right? By watching. I mean, they're going to kill me if I don't. Fuck. Or what? What are the terms?
I might just have to fight, bro.
Because if they're already going to sacrifice it.
Hey, I'm dope fiending the first robe I see, bro. And I'm going for the knife. And anyone in between me and that knife, bro, is getting dope fiend, dog.
Yeah.
Right hook. I don't know. I'm just rubbing that fucking pushing the candles
If I had
over.
the chance to choose between not even being in that first part, I'm not going to be there. Hell no. I don't want to see none of that.
How often do you think that people stumble onto something like that without even knowing what they're about to get into?
A lot.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's not only like at the higher levels, but there's weird motherfuckers out there that do weird shit, bro. Like, what about the families that lock people up in their houses or shit like that, And it's like, bro, there's some weird shit that goes on. And what if you walk
Just
into one of
lock
those
people.
situations? They don't want you to walk out and tell people. They're gonna kill you.
What
or
about
keep you.
that story of those kids that got saved from that house?
Yeah,
bro, and
yeah,
they escaped,
because
bro?
the bitch
Like,
escaped the window. The kid escaped the window.
Let's give a little thought about this real quick, folks. Think about if that's happening and that person got caught. Think about all the people who haven't got caught doing that.
Yep.
That's wild to think about.
That's like a mini cult, right? Because it's just a family, but they're all they're in control by two crazy motherfuckers or one crazy motherfucker. It could just be one of them.
The other crazy thing about cults is they're usually built around either a magic system or a religious system.
A belief system, for
And
sure.
so if you think about a magic system, if you get an actual practitioner or sorcerer or wizard or whatever, a magician that can actually perform and do shit, he'll just get followers because that
people
shit's
are gonna
real.
people are gonna be like, oh wow, like
Yeah.
what did I just witness?
Yeah.
Whatever he did, I seen that. Let me go to that, you know.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, just like
And that's how most of these guys tend to have all these like weird like meditation cults, and then they end up being like fucking all the girls and all that shit.
And
Yeah.
they have all these random offspring kids that are
Yeah.
cousins of each other,
Yeah.
you know, brothers, and it's all weird brother cousins. It starts to get weird down the line.
Yeah.
I mean, they drink the Kool-Aid, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fucking Jim
That's from Waco, right?
Jones. Yeah.
That's a reference to Waco.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Waco
crazy,
massacre,
bro.
right? They call it, or suicide,
Yeah.
mass suicide, right?
Damn, bro. I can't believe people get caught up in those things.
Bro,
It's
that was
people
so
who are
many
vulnerable.
people that are just laid out there. It was crazy. They all literally drank the juice, all of them, all of them.
Weren't they all wearing Nikes or something
They're
like that?
all wearing. Remember?
Oh yeah, you sent me that
I
video.
sent you that video
Yeah,
where
yeah,
Nike
yeah,
had
yeah.
that weird ass
Yeah,
T-shirt
yeah.
where they were like, bro, he was like, what?
I don't think that was real though. It wasn't. Real.
I don't think it was a real shirt. I
Yeah.
think that
Someone just
somebody
made it.
made it, but it was genius. Whoever did it, because nobody's gonna really know.
Yeah.
Like,
Tell everyone what we're talking about.
it was a Nike
Because
hoodie
basically,
or T-shirt,
in
right?
Waco, when they drank the Kool-Aid, everyone was wearing Nikes.
Yeah, I don't know about that detail, maybe. But on the T-shirt, it was a laid out body in like a Nike hoodie or a Nike T-shirts, and it was wearing like a hoodie or something, right? And it was laid out dead, where the Nikes, just like the Waco people, were laid out. Yeah, and it had like the name of it had the year it happened, right? Oh shit. It had the year it happened and the name of where it happened.
Oh, that's right,
something
that's
on
right,
it.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah. And everything was just too on point. And he was like, this is low key sick.
Yeah,
And it was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that is dope, but it's low key scary too.
Yeah.
Like, who made that, bro?
That's crazy.
I put some thought into that
So
occult shit.
I want to stop right now and tell you guys a little bit about our friends at Green Habitat. Green Habitat has some of the best indoor flower in California. If you need some, just go ahead and go to Evolve Cannabis in Lomita. If you're not around Evolve Cannabis in Lomita, go ahead and go to Weed Maps, search Green Habitat, and you can find Green Habitat in a cannabis store near you.
The best.
Yes, the best. So back to it. What do you rate the movie now?
8.5 still. There's the only... I think it could have... Honestly, I like 90-minute movies, but I think they could have put a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I guess since it was kind of like a documentary, found footage, it fit. But I don't know. I just feel like you could have stretched it out. Not put more, but just kind of stretched it out and made it longer. Because it went through stuff pretty quick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of take your time on some more other things, but it was good overall.
I love it. I give it a 9.5, maybe a 9.
I just can't give it, bro. If 10's perfect, bro.
10 is perfect. I don't know.
That's too good. Like,
Yeah. We gotta watch it again.
I'm down to watch it again. I definitely gotta watch it again because, like I said, that was my first time, so there's a lot to process. I'm still thinking about it right now, bro. It was wild.
Yeah.
And I definitely recommend if you guys like some weird stuff, occult stuff, some symbolism, or just an interesting movie, you know, that I
check
think
it
is
out.
good, and it's not long. So
'Cause it's the thriller now. Yeah, so Outside Minds Podcast, episode 8. Thank you for tuning in. Go watch that movie. What is it called again?
Late Night with the Devil. Tell us what
Late
you
Night
think.
with the Devil. Tell us what you think. Follow us. Thank you for watching. I'm Steelo Free. This is
Dot 420.
and we out.
Later.
Outside Minds.